III institution, what we're basically looking for is to create the best athletes that we possibly can. It's not just simply about how we're doing as swimmers, but when we talk to our recruits, one of the things we talk about is how important the technique is, and how you look at professional athletes and you listen to them talking about trying to improve their swing, trying to improve their shot, trying to improve a pitch, trying to improve throwing motion. And if that's all true for a professional athlete, then as a Division III athlete, we've also got to be focused on those little details. So it's not just a matter of how fit we are, but how well we're able to do those little things. How we're able to apply the force to be able to be more efficient in the water, to get a better turn, to get a better start. What are the biomechanics behind these movements to make them as effective as they possibly can be? So to that extent, we're always looking for ways to improve our technique and to find ways to be more effective with the movements that we're making.
For the last 3 seasons on the men's soccer team, I've been collecting, every day I collect data from my guys, and it's based on, it's a wellness questionnaire. So I ask my guys, what's their fatigue level, what's their soreness, what's their stress, what's their mood, how well did they sleep, how long did they sleep, and I have that data for everybody. So it gets separated into two big categories. There's an emotional side, which is obviously stress, mood, sleep quality. But there's a physical side, which is fatigue and soreness. So I'm asking guys a question like, okay, what is your fatigue, what is your soreness level? And they're telling me, so I'm believing them that they're at a 90% or 80% or 70%.
I'm Caleb Miller, and I represent the engineering side of our force plate design with R.G. Goodrich and Addison Hawkins.
And I'm Lindy Bowser, and I am the business side, developing our plan, our pitch, and our overall marketing campaign.
We are designing a force plate for the Grove City Athletic Department here at Grove City College.
And the whole purpose of the project was that Caleb and his team were designing this in specific customization of the soccer team and the swim team here. And my side of it came with the actually selling it to other athletic departments outside of Grove City that might be interested. And mostly we're focusing on the fact that this force plate can be used in a pool, which will make it different from anything else in the market. It will be relatively affordable, it will be easy to use, and it's just a versatile piece of equipment that can be shared among different types of sports teams. And we're looking to mainly focus our efforts on D3 universities because we have the connection with Grove City. Our cost is low, and also D3 schools that have the swimming program, mostly because we're really capitalizing on the fact that it can be used in a pool.
Jump tests that you can do. You do them when athletes are completely fresh at the beginning of the season, so that becomes your 100% marker. And then periodically throughout the season, you can do jump testing. You can also do some other type of testing that allows you to actually quantify how well that athlete has recovered. I also think coordinating with Coach Fritz on the swimming side, like there aren't any commercially manufactured force plates to use in swimming pools that I know of. So the waterproof factor and the adaptability of it, where we can kind of customize what we actually want to be built, and then we don't have to pay for the hardware as much or the software going forward.
What fascinates me about this, the force plate and the ability to be in the water, is that when you look at what's available right now, there are dry land force plates that you can use for vertical jump. You can measure a vertical jump just using a Vertec trainer. In the water, you have the touch pads, and there's certain companies where you can use the touch pad to identify how long you're in contact with the wall. But those individual things don't give enough information each in their own realm. When I'm having the athlete push off the wall, what I really want to know is not just how long they're in contact with the wall, but it also helps to know how much force that they're applying, because when you combine the force and the time, you multiply those together, that gives you the change in momentum. That tells you how much their velocity is increasing. So if I have an idea, are they pushing hard enough in the amount of time, then I can say, okay, then we're getting the maximum amount of distance out of our push as we can. And in this case, we were talking about a touch pad or a pad that can measure individual forces between the two legs. We can also get a feel for, are they pushing off uneven and pushing off and going to be coming off at an angle that can be hidden by the body position and be hidden by what they're doing with their streamline. So the one time in the water where the stroke technique itself doesn't really matter, where we can really maximize our velocity, we don't have enough feedback to say, oh, we're getting enough force, we're getting enough time on the wall, and we're pushing off in such a way to maximize that velocity and our force vector in the direction that we want to be able to go. So this really seems to have a lot of potential to be able to improve the performance of these athletes.